The hardest part is not to avoid being burnt, but to avoid the ashes from flying. Do not do to others what you do not want done to yourself. He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is mighty. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. I hear and I forget, I see and I remember, I do and I understand. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened. A wise man learns more from his enemies than a fool from his friends. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. The greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. The more you know, the less you need. To see the right and not to do it is cowardice. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Your true wealth is the good you do in this world. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. If you plan for a year, plant rice. If you plan for 10 years, plant trees. If you plan for 100 years, educate humanity. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. A man who asks is a fool for 5 minutes. A man who never asks is a fool for life. The wise man does not lay up his own treasures. The more he gives to others, the more he has for his own. Learning is like rowing upstream. Not to advance is to drop back. Give a man a fish, and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. Knowing others is wisdom, knowing yourself is enlightenment. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. I am not concerned that I am not known. I am concerned with being worth knowing. Do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself.